What's up everybody, Mechrex here, and I'm back in Vega Conflict. After the playtesting I completed, I've come to the conclusion we don't need to be the top tier, high tier to continue progressing in the game. We don't have to deal with month-long build times for a single ship when we can produce 1 to 3 ships per month using the lower tech from that tier. What I'm suggesting here is that we don't go after the high-level targets they put in. We don't hit the new targets. We continue hitting the old targets, the reliable targets. The targets that we don't need super fleets to destroy. Take my level 74 for instance. The only thing about it that took a long time is the carrier and the battleship. Everything else has the low build time because they're cruisers. And they're all butt naked, they have no body armor, and you can easily build blank holes and then refit them during the refit times. But what I'm suggesting is hit the lower level targets out of any group just for the benefit of hitting them and having a free or lower repair time than the high levels. What I'm saying is, what I've been doing is I've been hitting level 55 Reapers continuously with this level 74 fleet. I had to replace the battleship with other ships when the battleship was destroyed, but I hit enough of them last night that I bought a few resources here and there. And I was picking up other stuff, but I have my eyes set towards this guy now. And to deal with the newer fleets, we don't need armor, we don't need super weapons, we need speed to get in the range, to close the distance. For the ancient Reapers, we need to be able to close the distance on them to destroy them and get rid of them as quickly as possible. So I want the next ship to be introduced to be the cutter, but I know it's not. Well, actually I don't know what's coming out next, to be honest. But we need the agility. We need the additional speed. As we need as much as we can get. And I'm hoping that the Axis cutter is going to be just like this cutter, the Decimator cutter. 5 weapon slots, 3, 3, 1. Well, I do want them to change one thing. Remove 1 armor slot, give it another shield slot. Because that'll be good in my eyes. But literally, just use any of your fleets. Hit low-level targets. Level 40s out here, hit them. The low-level barrage hives, don't even think about touching them. They're just meant to give you damage. And you can skip the barrage freaking the barrage part of the event just by simply hitting the level 40 infected outposts. Because I mean, they should be in here too, yeah. So literally just hit them over the barrage fleets. As for the ancient outpost 50s, still haven't even touched them, still not going to. I still don't have a fleet that can deal with them. But I'm working in the Reaper phase and the barrage phase. And I haven't hit a barrage fleet at all this entire time, so... Well, I haven't hit the harvester? Yeah, I've never hit an alien harvester, so that's gonna be fun. But stick to a type of build schedule where you're building empty holes and then refitting them during the refit time. So you build the hole at the normal time in the 5 days, and you refit it to take the benefit of the 20% off. That way you always have holes to put into the fight. And as for the planet strike, well, we do need the fusion thrusters and the shields, but well, and the antimatter scoop for farming fleets for the attack fleets to get a little bit of bonus. But here's what we need out of the sector strike. You need to get the cutter shields, the recharging ones, the strike shields. And that's about it. During the alien decimation, you need to get alien-related tech. Would I recommend going for the level 2 of anything? Other than the disintegrator cannon, no, because level 2 isn't really necessary. You only need level 1 of any of it, especially for the targets you'll be hitting under my suggestion. And you don't need to equip the ships with nothing but them. You can equip them with 1 or 2 of the high-level alien weapons and then low-level weapons. And as for how we're going to mark upgrade the ships, we're actually going to have to farm during the mobilization and buy the BS boxes that nobody likes because they're just broken and utterly garbage. And we're going to have to fight to get the ships up. Well, to fight to get them through the low tiers. We can still farm the boxes off of the targets in here. Level 40 drops. Level 3 exterminator? Yeah. And it just so happens that I am in need of level 40 exterminator parts because I have the stupidly large sum of the level 2 exterminator destroy mark boxes. I have plenty of the patterns. I have no Mark 4s, so farming will be fun, but focus on hitting low-level targets or high-level targets. They introduced the high-level targets. They can do that. They don't need to be touched. Our way to advance is mass farming. But that's all I wanted to say. What are your thoughts on the idea of only hitting low-level targets? What are your ideas on the builds? How you should instead build an empty hull and refit it later on. Just build nothing but empty hulls constantly and refit them later on. If you agree, well, that's good. If you don't, that's fine too. But what are your thoughts on everything in the game, the current state of the game and everything like that? Go ahead and leave that thought below in the comments, and I will see you all later.